other ways. Zach is here. You guys, if you want to start introducing yourself, we have Anna today, and then we're going to introduce Anna to you guys. Who wants to start?
I'll start.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Ari. I play for Prime FC.
Who's next? Yeah?
Hi, my name is Samuel and I play for Strike Force.
And? Only Strike
Can I
Force?
say it?
Yeah, you can say it.
And also for Inter.
Inter Miami. Who's next?
My name is Jackson, and I play for Strikers.
Zach?
My name is Zach, and I play with Prime.
We got two Primes. Okay, so I was looking to see if Talia would join, but she's not. If she joins, we can have her. Okay, so we have Anna here. She's self-love mentor. So she's recognized self-love mentor and with a passion of helping others. We have Mike. And yeah, I let her introduce you to you guys, and she has some cool stuff for you. Yeah.
So first off, I just want to say hi. I am so happy that each of you are here. If I had to guess, you've had a very long day and you already went to school and you've already accomplished so much. And so I just want to let you know that I'm so grateful that you are here. A little bit about me, like he said, my name is Hannah, and all I do is I teach people how to love themselves, and I teach people how to be happy. And that sounds pretty simple, right? But it is not always easy. And for me, I spent a very long time in my life feeling very anxious. I felt very overwhelmed. I tried soccer and I ended up picking flowers on the field. So my little sister played soccer all the way through college. And so I'm very familiar with the game from the sidelines, but playing a lot of sports growing up, I remember a lot of the struggles that came with sports. And it's one thing to be very talented with your physical body, but we know just as much that our mind and our hearts, they play a part in how we show up on the field. And so today, my big hope is that I can teach you ways for you to get to know, obviously, the physical body, but also the mind and the big heart inside of you. And so before we dive in, what I want to do is just a quick exercise to help us shake off the stress of the day. Are you guys open to doing that with me?
Yes.
Okay. So what you're going to do is go ahead and stand up for me. If you notice, I'm in my living room with my dog. And so what you're going to do is you're going to stand up and we're going to just jump like this. Jump in a circle, jump in a circle, and just shake off, shake. A little bigger, a little bigger, a little faster, a little faster. Go the other way, go the opposite way. Put your hands up, up. Big breath, big breath. Do it again, big breath. Oh, you guys are not making any sound. Come on, big breath. Oh, come on, Zach. I know you can do better than that. Let's see it. Come on. Doesn't that feel so good? Or is it just me? Maybe just me? Okay. What we just did was we shook off all of the energy of our busy days, right? The school, driving, what you ate for lunch, having to sit in class. some of that anxiety and we just got out of our heads and we got into our bodies. So thanks for trying something new with me today. Valentino, I'll kick it over to you.
That was amazing, guys. I think you couldn't hear the sound because Zach was on mute, so you couldn't really see the sound. Hear the sound.
I was giving Zach a bit of a hard time. I think he was doing great.
Yeah. Cool. So I know like a lot of players, like what holds them back is their limiting beliefs. Why do you think it's important to remove limiting beliefs?
That's a really great question. So whenever you all come onto the field, you are going up against an opponent, right? Or you see someone that's being a defender and you're on offense and you're using that momentum to go against them. And you might know that your body and your foot, your skills, you can do it. But how often does your mind get in the way? The big thing is, first off, just acknowledge that part of you that might feel scared or overwhelmed or nervous, right? So often we want to fix it or we want to just get it out of the way. But what I want to encourage you just acknowledge that part of you, because that part of you, I don't know if you knew this, but your brain's really smart and it's actually just trying to keep you safe. And whenever it's going into a situation where your adrenaline is pumping and your body is moving, it's a little scared, and that's totally okay. So first, just acknowledge that part of you that might feel a little nervous. And instead of getting mad at yourself, right? Because I don't know about you, but when I've made a mistake and it doesn't go the way that I want it to, it's so easy for me to get really mad at myself. And so, yes, we witness that part of ourselves and it's called acknowledging, right? Acknowledging that it's there. Instead of getting mad or getting frustrated at ourselves, just notice that part of ourselves. And a limiting belief, I don't know if any of you have an email quite yet, but I like to think of beliefs or thoughts like emails on my inbox or like little notifications on my phone, right? They're just trying to get my attention, but they're not always true. And so what I invite you, Samuel, do you have a question?
Yeah, like self-talk.
Exactly. Yeah. Self-talk. The way that your thoughts are talking to you, that same thing. And so acknowledging the way that your brain is talking to you and just making space for those thoughts to exist, that's the big first step. Does anybody have any questions about what I just shared? Okay, Valentino, what's next?
That was great. Thank you for that. And good job, Samuel, with the self-talk. You got it right on. So you always have a smile, beautiful smile. And why are you always so happy, and how people can be happy?
So I would love to hear from everyone. What is one thing that makes you really happy? First thing that comes to mind. Garcia, you want to go first?
Soccer.
Okay, soccer. Samuel, what about you?
Hugs.
Hugs. Yeah. Okay. Next.
Soccer.
Soccer. Okay. And Zach, what makes you happy?
Soccer.
Soccer. And whenever you think about soccer, whenever you think about it making you so happy, you probably feel it in your body, right? Do you feel it in your chest or maybe in your belly, or maybe you get really excited? And so that is something that is really special to you, right? And also, if I had to guess, there are things in your life that maybe don't feel so happy, right? Because it's just a part of life. And so the beautiful thing about happiness is not trying to be happy all the time. Because you guys, I'm going to be really honest. You can't always win, right? You can't win every game. You can't score every goal. You can't get every drill perfectly. But the beautiful thing is having, again, space for both. The things that make you really happy, like soccer, and some of the things in life or in a game that don't make you so happy. And so for me, a thing that makes me really happy is my dog. I really love my dog. And also food. I love good food. And so I have gotten really good at finding things that make me happy. And so on the days where I wake up, and you guys, I'll be really honest. Some days I wake up and I don't want to go to work. It's not just like you probably wake up and you don't want to go to school, right? But we remember that we have a choice and we can choose to listen to that self-talk, right? Samuel, right? Those thoughts that we choose. I'm going to go to school today. I'm going to choose to be happy. And then also on the days where you don't feel so happy, you can take action and hang out with your dog or eat good food or go play soccer. And what you're doing is, again, you're teaching your brain how to be happy. And did you all know that whenever you smile, can everyone smile for me? Yeah. You are releasing chemicals in your brain, happy chemicals called dopamine and serotonin, but you are literally telling your body that it is happy. And so that's the secret, to find the things in your life that make you feel happy, doing it, and also smiling. And I actually have little crystals on my teeth. And so you could get that too, but you'll probably have to ask your mom and your dad. Definitely ask your parents before you do that.
Nice. And also like do the things that make you happy, and also like reframing things instead of saying I have to go to school, like I get to go to school. Some people don't have that luxury, I have to play soccer today. No, I get to play soccer today, right? So like reframing and you can create your own happiness for that. And an important thing also, like to become more confident, is having a good self-image. You guys know self-image? No? So yeah. Ari?
Like visualizing.
Tell me what it is.
Kinda. We'll
Thinking of how people.
Tails?
so we'll let Hannah say it. What is self-image and why is it important to have a good self-image?
So self-image, initially my brain thinks the way that my body looks, right? So having a cool haircut or my body looking a certain way. But image, it is how you take care of yourself. Because what's really important is, yes, nourishing your physical body, but that doesn't mean having the most expensive shoes or having the most expensive things. It really means taking care of your body. So getting a lot of sleep, eating really nourishing food. For me, it's spending time around my family and my friends, the people that I really, really love. Laughing. I laugh a lot. I think I have some really good jokes. And so for me, it's all about taking care of myself. And the word that I use is nourishment. So we probably hear that word around food, right? Like eating nourishing foods, but that also applies to taking care of yourself. And so taking care of the body and the mind and the spirit is so important. And it also helps to have cool hair. I don't know if you guys can see, I actually shaved my whole head. And so I'm just now growing it back. But it's fun, right? To express yourself freely and to be more than just what you wear and more than just the hair, but to take care of, again, that mind, body, and spirit. Yeah, Samuel?
Can you tell us one of your jokes?
How do you get a tissue to dance?
I don't know.
You put a little boogie in it.
Yeah. And why does a bicycle, why does it have a kickstand? Because it was too tired.
Oh,
Valentino, I think I answered the first question. What was the follow-up question?
So yeah, what is self-image and why is it important to have one?
Yeah, so this is the thing, you guys. I'm going to tell you a secret. So when you get older, society, people, everything outside of you, they're going to try to tell you what to do and what's going to make you happy. Okay. And what was really important for me was to figure that out for myself. And I was able to figure that out by listening to my heart and my family and my friends and my community. But I didn't take every single thing I saw on TikTok or at school. I didn't take all of that as true. And so it's really important to listen to your body, right? Your spirit, your mind, and also people that you really love. Because as you get older, and as you go through things that make you maybe not feel so happy all the time, it can get kind of tough. And that's okay. That's part of life, right? When you go to a game and you don't win, or you don't you don't kick the right goal, or it doesn't go your way, it isn't always easy. But when you know who you are and you really love yourself and you listen to your body and your spirit, that is the most important thing. Because there are a lot of adults that don't know how to do that. And figuring out how to do that is so powerful and so important. And of course, it's going to make you a better soccer player. So it's definitely really important.
Yeah, and it's very important the way you see yourself, right? You got to see yourself in a positive way, and obviously do what you love, and listen to yourself, like she said. And if you don't do that, what's going to happen? You could become anxious. That is my next question. Why do you become anxious? People become anxious, and how do you deal with that?
So I want you raise your hand if you have ever felt anxious in your life, or nervous or scared. Okay. Yeah. Right. So we all have experienced what it is like to feel scared, right? And the secret sauce is not to promise that that's never going to happen and you're never going to feel anxious. But again, when you feel that, it's to not be mean to yourself or to ignore that emotion, but to just simply acknowledge that emotion. And I say to make space for it. So sometimes when I'm feeling really, really, really anxious, I put my hands on my heart. So can everyone take your hands and put them on your chest and press down? It kind of feels like a good hug, right? Take a big breath. So exhale all the way. And then big breath in. And big breath out. Yeah. So whenever those big emotions come, like being afraid or being anxious, because they will, you guys, they're going to come a couple of times, and just making space for them. And what you're doing is you're actually telling your brain that it's really safe, because your brain's trying to keep you safe. And so meeting that anxiety, again, seeing it like a little email notification or notification on your phone that your body's trying to tell you something, and making space for it instead of ignoring it.
Yeah. I mean, anxiety is going to come no matter what. So you have to, use some tricks, some things, and understand that it's going to come. So acknowledge it. And then, deep breathing is something that helps you a lot. And so that's good advice. And one more question. If you go back to, their age, like 9 years old, 10 years old, 12 years old, what would you do? What are some advice that would you give?
So one thing that I would tell each of you, advice I would give, is to always listen to your intuition. That voice that's inside of you that always, someone asks you a question, or you are in a situation and you maybe feel a little nervous or anxious or excited, right? Listen to that, because there is so much wisdom inside of you. And if you can begin to feel really safe and trust that wisdom, that voice inside of you, and also have people, so whether that's your parents or your family or a coach, that you can talk to and that you can really share and be vulnerable with, that is going to lay such a strong foundation for whatever you want to do. And so listening to your intuition and having trusted family and friends to be open with and share your emotions, because it is okay to be sad. It's also okay to be angry. It's okay to be frustrated. All of that stuff is totally normal. And feeling safe to express that, right? Remember whenever we yelled earlier and you were like, I did that yesterday morning when I woke up. So moving that emotion through your body, it's really, really, really powerful. Yes, Samuel.
My parents say that it's okay to be angry, but don't show it.
So often, whenever we have those really big emotions, it's really important to have a space where we can move that emotion through our body. So sometimes when I'm feeling really angry, I will grab a pillow and I will scream at the very top of my lungs into that pillow. Or I'll go run and I will run as fast as I can, as hard as I can, as fast as I can. Because what we're able to do, because I don't know if you'll know this, but emotions, it is energy in motion. So just like when you're running to go kick a soccer ball, right? You are moving energy through your body. Emotions are the same. And so when you have big emotions like anger, instead of yelling at somebody or screaming at somebody or saying a really mean thing, what you can do is scream in a pillow or go run really, really hard, right? There are plenty of ways for you to be able to move those energies through the body, because if you don't, your body will hold on to them. And that's sometimes where those big emotions can stay in you and come out like fear or anxiety or second guessing your thoughts.
Yeah, it's very important to change your state whenever you're angry, sad, or do something to change your state. Like go get an ice cream or something. Go for a run or scream, whatever. Something to change it, right? Or do something that you love. Any questions, guys? For Anna? Zach?
What's your favorite thing to do to get like anything out?
I like to grab a pillow if it's a big emotion like anger or frustration, because I don't know about all of you, but sometimes whenever I'm having a big, overwhelming emotion and I don't have the words to express what's going on inside of me, I'll grab a pillow and I will yell as loud as I can in the pillow. Sometimes I'll punch a pillow. And that's if I have a big emotion and I need to, it's called up regulating your nervous system, getting it really active. But sometimes, like today, I don't have a lot of energy in my body. So after this, I'm going to go to a yoga class and I'm going to stretch and I'm going to do some breath work and I'm going to do some prayer and meditation. And that is called down regulating. So depending on what the emotion needs, you can get your nervous system going, or you can really, really slow it down. And I also really like to color and draw. And so just kind of depends. I would suggest, if it feels good to each of you, to start making a list of ways that you can express your emotions. So when you're feeling overwhelmed, you don't have to think, how should I fix this? You can go to your list, pick one of the things to do. And again, like Valentino said, you change your state.
Yeah, go someone.
Can you pick like the same thing that you wanted that you wrote?
What do you mean?
Like if you're angry, for example, like you do when you're angry, and in your list, there's to calm down.
Mhm.
Do you like do that all the times, or
What do you think? What would feel good for you?
well, I would do the same thing all over.
And you can also try, right? You can do the same thing or do something different and see what feels good. Because
Try
all,
something new.
yeah, totally. And the beautiful thing is you get to decide. So trying something new or doing the same thing and figuring out what feels good to you to move that energy through your body.
So you do different things depending on how you feel.
Yep.
Okay. Any other question, guys? No, I'll ask another one. Who's gonna steal my question? Okay. Jackson?
What is your favorite joke?
Whatever makes someone laugh. That's my favorite joke. What's your favorite joke, Jackson?
I don't really know. I don't make jokes. I just
Mhm.
listen to them.
So you like to receive the joke, not give it. I got you.
Yeah.
You said you mentioned meditation. Do you meditate every day?
It depends on how I'm feeling. What I do is I make intentional space to be with myself without any distractions. And so in the morning for me, that's when it feels the best for me. And so whether I meditate, whether I write out things I'm grateful for, whether I dance around in my apartment, all I'm doing before I go to my crazy busy day and have all the stuff I need to do, I'm making space to be with myself, building trust and confidence in myself. Mostly I meditate, but sometimes I dance, and that's my meditation too. Yes.
What do you think are some good ways to calm yourself down?
So calming yourself down, the technique that I taught you where you took your hands and you place them onto your chest, you are actually telling your nervous system, which is responsible for the chemicals in your body. When you do that and you press down, you are telling your body it is safe without having to say a single word. And that helps me feel really, really calm. And also taking 10 deep, slow breaths. And when you breathe, the secret is to have a really slow exhale. So it's like this. Like you're breathing out a little straw. That's what I want you to think about. Try those things on, hands on the chest or the slow breath, and see how it works the next time you need to feel calm.
Someone?
And all the things that you do, is that like the habit that you do every day, or only like some days?
Yes. So the habit I do every day is spending time with myself. And sometimes I do things a little different. So sometimes I might meditate or sometimes I might journal, but the habit is spending intentional time with myself. And sometimes, just like I'm sure you guys score goals and you do different plays a different way, but the goal is to win, right? The way you do it, it's different. But for me, it's the same thing. The habit is spending time with myself, but the way that I do it, it changes depending on the day.
Good question.
Mhm.
Anything else?
No.
No. Michael, any questions?
No.
No, you're good. Okay. Do you have anything else, Anna?
I'm really grateful for your all's time today. And I want you to know that what you're learning in this space is going to help you on the field. And so the next time, whether that's you take a deep breath or you remind yourself that you are really strong and capable, that is going to be the secret sauce. And a good joke. Maybe look up some good jokes.
Yeah. Guys, learn some jokes and then learn how to calm yourself down, right? And spending time with yourself. Yes, Samuel.
I know a joke.
Let's hear it.
What did the tomatoes say to the orange?
I don't know what.
Ketchup. Because it means catch up.
I love it so
That's funny.
much.
If they want to follow you, I can post the Instagram. Is that the best place? They can follow you, reach out to you. Is that
Yeah, seriously, follow me on social media. I share tons of free resources to help people manage their anxiety so they can feel happy and confident. And my goal and my mission is to genuinely help people. And so anything that I can do, send me a message. Instagram is the best way. Yeah.
I appreciate, Anna. Thank you so much for your time. It was great. And yeah, hope you have a fantastic day.
Thank you all so much.
Bye. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.